know exactly what I'm talking about. You have that assignment due tomorrow, you know you need to study, you want to get good grades, but physically, you feel glued to your bed. Your brain is screaming no. So you pick up your phone, scroll for 5 minutes, and suddenly it's been 2 hours. Then comes the guilt. You feel lazy. You feel like you're falling behind everyone else. Stop. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You just haven't learned how to speak your brain's language yet. Hard work is painful. Biologically, your brain is designed to avoid pain. But what if I told you that you can trick that biological switch? What if you could make studying feel as addictive as scrolling social media? Today, I'm showing you the 3-step psychological protocol I use to go from a master procrastinator to a productivity machine. And we are starting right now. Step 1. The dopamine detox. First, we have to understand the enemy. It's called cheap dopamine. Think of your motivation like a fuel tank. Every time you check a notification, watch a short video, or eat junk food, you're burning cheap fuel. Your brain gets a reward without doing any work. So, when you try to sit down and read a boring textbook, your brain freaks out. It says, "Why would I do this hard thing for a reward later when I can get a reward right now?" Here's the trick. You have to make the hard thing the only source of entertainment. I call this boredom therapy. Before you start working, sit in your chair for 5 minutes. No phone, no music, no books. Just sit there. Do nothing. It sounds crazy, but within a few minutes, your brain gets so bored that writing an essay actually starts to look interesting. You're lowering the bar for what your brain considers entertainment. Action step. Before your next study session, leave your phone in another room. Sit in silence for 5 minutes, then open your book. Step 2. The 2-minute initiation. The hardest part of a rocket launch is liftoff. It takes the most fuel just to get off the ground. Your brain works the same way. The thought of studying for 3 hours feels massive. It's a mountain, so your brain freezes and avoids it. We fix this by shrinking the mountain into a pebble. This is the 2-minute rule. Never tell yourself, "I'm going to write this paper." That's too big. Instead, say, "I'm just going to write the first sentence." That's it. Here's the psychology. The anxiety is about starting, not doing. Once you start, the friction disappears. I do this every day. I tell myself, "I'll just open the laptop." Suddenly, 45 minutes have passed and the work is done. You don't need motivation to start. You need to start to get motivation. Action step. Don't study math. Just do one problem. If you stop after one, that's fine, but you probably won't. Step 3. Gamify the process. Now let's make it fun. Video games are addictive because they give immediate feedback. You do something, you get rewarded instantly. Studying usually fails because the reward, the grade, is weeks away. So we close that gap using temptation bundling. Pick something you love, a specific playlist, a fancy coffee, a podcast, a snack. Make one rule. You are only allowed to have that thing while you're working. I only listen to my favorite music when I'm editing. Now, when I want that music, my brain wants to work. You're conditioning yourself. You're wiring your brain to associate hard work with good feelings. Conclusion. I know school is overwhelming. I know the pressure feels heavy. But listen to this. The ability to do hard things when you don't feel like it is a superpower. That's the skill that separates people who dream from people who achieve. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to be consistent. Forgive yourself for yesterday's procrastination. It's gone. What matters is what you do in the next hour. Try these 3 steps today. Bore yourself. Start small. Bundle the reward. You'll be surprised how strong you actually are. Now go do that 2-minute start. You got this.